I read James Delingpole's book, Watermelons, in 2012, and I realized that there was something really big happening here. And so if you research into the Earth Summit of 1992, which is where it all was birthed, really, and it was this enormous summit, really, where they got 179 countries to sign up to Agenda 21 in 1992, a long time ago. Prince Charles was there, you know, big oil billionaires were there. Maurice Strong, he was the Secretary General of the United Nations at the time. He was an oil billionaire. He'd worked for the Rockefellers for a long time. And, you know, you had Al Gore, you had Obama, you had Prince Charles, you had all the George Soros, all the globalists were there. And this plan was hatched to get all the countries to sign up to Agenda 21 under the banner of anthropogenic global warming. And this is how they've rolled it out since then. And we, the human beings, were made to be the demons in all this, which is why at the moment we're really under the cosh, to be honest, because the whole thing has been engineered so that it looks as though we have created this climate crisis. And it couldn't be further from the truth. It's the big corporations. If there is indeed, there isn't a problem with CO2. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. And this is what the council meeting was all about, because it's 15 years of frustration with my own town council because they're Greens. And 10 years prior, I had a conversation with our mayor about Agenda 21, and he told me I was a conspiracy theorist. And now we've got 15-minute cities here. This is a kind of a soft version of the smart cities, the climate lockdowns that they have in store for us. If we comply, you know, are ramping up. We've got the central banking digital system, the digital ID. Our supermarkets are going biometric, facial recognition. You know, those glass doors won't open unless your facial recognition and your digital ID allows them to open. We've got a lot of challenges, and I you know, it is really important to keep the love in our hearts and to do all the really positive stuff and set up our parallel systems, because all we need to do is step out of this nightmare. That's all we need to do. And to just say, no, we're not going along with these smartphones, with this signing up to apps. You know, our NHS now has got an app called NHSX. You will not be able to go in and use the NHS if you don't have NHSX, which is and it's all based on genomic screening, which is not necessarily the driver of disease. This is the problem. We've got all of this going on, and it's coming at us from all angles. You know, we've got the sex education in schools, you know, which is off the scale, crazy, you know, to really get children sexualized at an early age. And we've got so much facing us. But Agenda 21 for me is the umbrella that it all comes underneath. And well, it's now 2030, and Agenda 21 really was the birthing of it at the Earth Summit. And under anthropogenic global warming, as they called it then, they then changed it to climate change because it actually didn't heat up as much as they wanted it to do. So it's now this this agenda that is now called net zero. We'll call it net zero now because it was called climate change, but it's in every single town council now as a climate emergency, so that people are aware that soon they'll have to give up their cars, they can't fly anywhere.